Meanwhile in Cork,
Come on.
Gillian is preparing her dogs for some earth-shattering news.
Come on. Good boy. So this is Arthur, our older Basset. So he's going to be 10 in December. And then this is Nero. So he is a little bit of the wilder of the two.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink.
He's just a bundle of energy. A gentle giant who believes he's about the size of a chihuahua. He gets really excited. He gets really excited around noise. He gets excited around kids, which obviously is a little concern.
Nero and Arthur's rural bliss is about to be turned upside down
Already.
by the arrival of Gillian's first child.
Good boy. So I'm just gone the 8 months, so 3 weeks left. So kind of in the last stages of preparation and kind of getting prepared for bringing baby home. You know, how we're going to handle all that and how baby fits in with our life, you know, with the lads and stuff. Because up to now, obviously, there's just been them. Nero, he's probably the main concern. I think the crying could upset him. You know, as I say, like new noises and stuff, he doesn't react terribly well to. And that's a nervousness that we have, whether that's knocking over the Moses basket with his tail, which is ridiculously strong, or whether that's, you know, trying to lick the baby. And yeah, it's a bit, it's scary, right?
Gillian has decided to get some professional help and has called in Nancy Creedon, a dog behaviourist based in Cork City. Today, she has brought along her assistant, George.
I'm all shook up.
Hi, Gillian. Nancy Creedon. Nancy, hi. Nice to see you. Come on away.
Thank you. When there's a new baby coming home, to your dog, they're not tiny little human beings. They're just some funny smelling little toy that they don't know what to do with. So the main risks is that, first of all, the predatory side of things, because we all know that our dogs will chase cats. So when it comes to a new baby, because they smell funny and because they sound funny, sometimes it can trigger the same kind of behaviours from dogs. And then the other big risk is that they can start guarding the baby. And while some people think it's cute to see their dog protecting their newborn baby, it's highly dangerous. When your dog guards something like a sock and they feel that they're being threatened, they pick up the sock and they run away. What we want is your dog to just not care about the baby. We have our baby George. You can call your baby George if you want to. So we want to teach the dogs what to do the very first time they greet the baby. Arthur, Nero, come on. Come on in. You too. Good boy.
Boy.
Now. So that's perfect. That's what we want. We want them to be aware, but not to care. That's not. And it's just if they come too near the face, you've got the area protected, and you tell them when they move away, good dogs. Good boy. Nero, So what we're going to do now is the sound. So what's really important now is that when they hear these sounds, good boy, we want good things to happen. It's treats or praise. Good boy. Good boy. Now. So this is just a good subtle way to show them that good things happen when the baby's crying. So they start feeling good when they hear the sound of the baby crying. So good boys. Every dog is different, so I don't know how they're going to respond.
Good boy. You can have your treat.
But what I want Gillian to do is to practice, practice, practice. So what I have here is a smelly old nappy. And what I want to show you what to do then is when you are walking around with this smelly baby, with the doll, with the nappy, you can slowly bend down towards the dogs, good dog, and move away again.
Okay.
If they jump, you need to turn your back straight away on them.
Okay.
So I'm going to let him have a sniff. Good boy. Nero, And so when he jumps, turn your back.
Okay. I don't know what I say. I'm ready. But I've seen it happen with people who've had to get rid of their dogs.
Boy.
And that's definitely a concern.
Later, we will find out how the new arrival is met by Arthur and Nero. Previously in Belfast, we met two small dogs who are giving their housemate Chris a big headache.
I nearly have to mop the floors every night I get in before I can get my dinner. I don't know what it is they pay, but it's very acidic. Down around the bottom, there's a definite yellowy tinge.
back in Cork and Nancy Creedon is returning to collect baby George.
Oh, hey, Nancy, come in, it's crazy.
How are you?
And also to see how Arthur and Nero have taken to their new brother.
So congratulations.
Thanks a million.
So baby George is no more, now we have James.
Yes.
Brilliant. So how did it go when you introduced baby James to the dogs?
We practiced quite a bit.
Great.
You know, so and I'd practice kind of walking around with George and stuff, so my neighbours probably think I'm insane. When he came home, all right, it was definitely, it was awkward when I introduced him at the start. We came in, he stayed in the car seat, brought the dogs in then, we kind of had a good sniff and it went really, really well. So
Great.
both of them were, you know, kind of very much in your slogan, oh, we're aware but we don't care, you know. So really, the first introduction was excellent.
With James in the house, Mum's old routine has gone out the window. And the boys are no longer getting their share of attention.
Okay, so we're feeling a little bit guilty because you don't have as much time for them as you would have had in the
Absolutely, yeah.
past. So we really need to find exercises and things for you to do that aren't massively time consuming without leaving the house, that can still tire the dogs out while you're still tending to the most important thing, which is the baby.
Nancy has devised an exercise program for the dogs which can be easily done in the comfort of their own home.
So the first thing you want to do is a little bit of nose work. So we use our eyes to read books and really entertain ourselves, and dogs use their nose to do the same thing. So grab a few dirty tea towels, a couple of treats, put the treats under the towels so that the dogs can't find them. That way then they can use their nose and really sniff things out. Really tires them out, really good exercise for them. Come on. Now. We'll just let, okay, he's going to be very good at this game. Good boy. What you do then is you progress by just hiding the treats in more difficult places.
Oh, okay.
You can wrap it up in like balls of newspaper. And you don't need to be involved. It took you 2 minutes to set up, and then the dogs can have 10 minutes of fun.
Okay.
Another thing that you can do then is mental stimulation. So anything that kind of gets your dog thinking and makes them use their brain, kind of like us doing a crossword, tires them out. So this is a video game for dogs. Get an old box and just a load of empty toilet rolls and then dropping loads of treats into it. The dogs then, they can see them, they can smell them, but they can't get to them. So the dogs have to problem solve. Good boy. So his brain's really working now. And what you can do then as well to make it more difficult next time, because a lot of these toilet rolls are a little bit more squished, by putting more toilet rolls in with less gaps, it'll be that bit harder next time. Exactly. And then you just get your husband then to clean up the mess afterwards. Gillian's doing brilliantly and the dogs are getting on really well with James, which is so important. She's clearly still very committed as well to being a good dog owner, making sure the dogs are happy. I think that she's well equipped now to go forward and make sure that everyone stays safe and stays happy.
I think it's gone really good, you know, so the dogs are just accepting that. James is just another member of the family and they're completely at ease with one another. Like, the three of them now are asleep.